Welcome back to another video. I am Justin Velasco, and today I just want to kind of get things off my chest. Not to anybody, but just to people who maybe are stuck in the same situation. And I just want to be real on this channel, and I will probably do videos like this a lot because I know I'm not the only person who's thinking of these things. I'm 23 years old. I do a lot of filming. Let me turn my car off first. I feel like I'm not the only one who's thinking these things, and I know I'm not, because I realized over the times of living, I realized that we're not the only ones on this earth that have these thoughts or these things that we think is just us, but it's not. But I'm 23 years old, and I'm like, I didn't go to college. I didn't had no plan after high school. I did, but then I realized my plan before high school was to become a wrestler, a professional wrestler, to eventually make it to WWE. And it sounds funny, but it is accomplishable. But I realized that when I was wrestling in high school, that if I continued wrestling in high school, I probably would have been hurt really bad. And I didn't want to make that risk either. Like, I didn't want to, I was tired of just pushing my body and working through my body so much in wrestling. And even now, like, I work with my dad, and yeah, when I worked with my dad, it's always heavy work, and I was tired of just sweating, lifting heavy stuff, and it came to a point where I was like, okay, my goal is to not do this anymore, not to put my body through a lot of pain, not to push my body through the limits. If I do, it'll be working out, just be to lose weight and gain muscle, but not to make it a career. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't know really what to do, but then I do know what to do because I have so many cameras. I have my DSLR, I have my G7X, I have my Sony camera my recent camera. I have my GoPro. I have like 4 cameras in total. If you include this camera, this is my Samsung. I record on my Samsung sometimes, like these videos, and it looks amazing. So you count 5 if you wanted to. But like I said, it's just like right now I'm in the stage of what do I do? And of course, I'm asking God first. I'm praying first. But I realize when I just pray, or in anybody, I feel like if you just pray, and you can pray a couple times a day, whatever, a couple times, each day. But also, it's like you have to be patient and sit in His presence while you pray. Like, you can't just pray, God, I'm stuck right now, boom, boom, boom. And maybe He probably will answer your prayer, but for me, I had to be patient and sit and, pray and just be in His presence, and I will hear from God. Is it hard? Yes, many times it's hard to hear from God because your phone. We all have time. We have things to do. Sometimes, most of the time, like me, I have to either take care of somebody, or somebody wants me to be there. Somebody wants to be somewhere else, and I like it though. I like that I'm busy, because when I'm not busy, I'm sad. I'm not depressed, but I'm sad. I'm like, I need to move. I need to do something. So I like being busy. That's not the issue. Me being busy, I'm so happy being busy. Like, I'm doing so many projects now, and I thank God with filming and everything. And so I thank God for everything, because I know I prayed for these things like a year ago, not too long ago, like, and He's been blessing me with them. And of course, I had to put my work in, put my ideas in. He's gonna supply what what I need, but I had to put the work in and, make it great, make it amazing, and yeah, it's not just like God will gift you everything and that's it, and everything just comes to you. But no, you had to learn things, you had to do things, be prepared, and God will show up, but you had to be prepared, and and be there, and make everything amazing and work. So yeah, I just feel like if you're in that situation, pray, be patient, and know that God will bless you with whatever you're asking for. But be prepared. Maybe He may steer you in another direction. Maybe you're doing something that you're probably not going to want to do in the future. Like me being a wrestler, I was 100% sure that I was going to be a wrestler in my head, and everything. I told my family I'm going to be a wrestler. Like, I was going to do it. I found a wrestling company, and they were going to train me for $2,000. Well, I think one time paying for $2,000, which was a lot of money. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get that. And but eventually, like after high school, I thought about everything. I'm like, I don't want to put my body through all of this work just to be what? Just to be glorified by people all around the world, gain fans. I mean, that is not the point of life. The point of life is to is to be in God's presence and let God lead you, into the kingdom of heaven, and do what he expects from you. And people may seem like from the outside looking in is like, oh, that's just like a strict God, man. Like we have to follow him all the time. Well, yes, I mean, if you don't, like, what your life is not in, if you're not following a certain like a rules or laws, like it's gonna go crazy. Even like if you think about the countries, we had to have a set of laws, because if not, it's gonna go crazy. We were just a bunch of stealing, a bunch of they're stealing though, but people still steal. But it would prevent it more and more and more. But people decide to break the laws, but what are the consequences? You go to jail, or there is a consequence for us spiritually is death. If we don't follow God's laws and rules that he has for us spiritually, we're going to become dead, and we become dead inside. We're going to feel like we're trapped, we're sad, we're depressed. It leads to a dark place because you're not letting God into your life. Can I get an amen? Let me stop. But no, but for real, like I'm being serious. Like I'm talking to myself and I'm talking to you guys, trying to spill some motivation into you guys. Like me, I got my camera stuff ready. I got everything ready. Like I bring my cameras everywhere I go, even if I'm not gonna film, because you never know what if someone wants you to take a picture or something, or film something. And God has been blessing me. I did a monument shoot. I did the little party thing, and God's been blessing me with these things, and doing another one. And as you notice, I don't really say what I'm doing because I just wanted to keep it private, because I don't want to, it's just, the internet is weird, so that's why. But got a haircut today. That's new. I needed a haircut too, because my size of my hair, the side of my hair was like going crazy, but not for real, but like just keep pushing through and like sit with God. Just if you have nothing to pray for, sit with God. That's it, in silence. Turn the phone off, turn the lights off. Well, for me, I turn the lights off, but if you want to leave the lights on, up to you. But for me, I turn the lights off. I just sit in his presence. So you could do like, Father, I don't know what to pray for. I don't know what to do. I just want to sit in your presence and feel your presence. And don't set a time frame. When I didn't set a time frame, I can't speak to it. What the heck? I didn't set a time frame, and the result of that was me just sitting there for as long as I could. And I was like, God, I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna do anything until I feel your presence. And boom, I felt God's presence. And yeah, you legit have to be still, and just be there, soak in the moment. And you may cry. Don't be afraid to cry. I was afraid to cry in the beginning because I was like, I kind of grew up in a household. I kind of grew up with parents like strict, but I am grateful for that type of environment, because it made me like tough, tough blood, I guess. What's the thing? I don't know. It made me like not be too sad for things. It made me not like take life too serious either. But it was just like, boom, keep moving. That's it. What are you gonna do? That's basically the environment. It is, but it was, kind of is, but I don't know. But I like that environment, because it's like, if I didn't have that, I would just squeeze down and cry, crumble every time when things didn't go my way, and that's not a good thing to do. I mean, it's not, because you're just gonna keep falling down into the depression and the darkness, and like, what do you have left to do? I mean, but just keep going. What's gonna happen if you want to be a photographer or be a producer, a director? If you want to be a musician, a rapper, whatever you want to be, do it. Try it out. What is it gonna hurt? If you have your phone on you, if you have a phone, we all have phones now. At least most of us have phones now, and we have like a little headphone, that has a mic on it. If you want to be a musician or rapper, just start doing that. I mean, I started maybe making music with with a cheap microphone, like a clip-on microphone, and it sounded pretty bad, but I got the gist of how everything would sound once I do have the equipment to make everything more professional. You know, so you don't have to have all these professional things, and I'm guilty of doing that, you know, but but I like to think that, I don't know, I'm guilty of doing those things, like, you know, buying the things that I really don't need yet, although it will make the videos way better, but I don't have to have those things. But like I said, just use what you have. If you want to be a musician, whatever, or director, use your phone to film random things and put it into a little collage. Just, and use your own emotion. Use your if you're being like, if you want to be like a film director or filming, use your emotions. If you're filming sad, if you're filming, if you're feeling like you're happy, film. If you're just stuck in your house, film something. Let the sun get into the house. And just do some montage shots and put it together. And it doesn't have to go on YouTube. You could just be for yourself. You could grow and see, like, oh, okay, what the next time I'm gonna do that shot, do this shot, do a voiceover over the shots. I don't know, but I'm just giving you guys some motivation. You know, you can do what you want to do, because I'm doing it right now. Although I had to be more and more consistent with doing projects like this. Sometimes I just shy away from doing other projects because there's like, it's too far maybe, or I don't know. It's just other things that pop up that doesn't make sense for me. But I have to be consistent in like getting clients, you know, for videography or photography, which I do think that I am better at videography than photography, because I've done both, and I feel like videography is more my type of thing, more my niche. Of course, I could do some little like family photos, and they'll look pretty good. But I think videography is my thing, because I've done videography since I began this channel. Basically, like my first vlog was on the iPhone. I still have my first vlog. No, my first vlog was on the iPod. Actually, the first iPod that had a camera, and I started on that. And now look where I am now. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. And we're at like 1,080 subscribers. After how many years? After how many years is that? I don't know. Like, okay, we're 2025, started 2013. I want to shrink it, probably like 8 years, I want to say. 8 years since I started my first vlog on an iPod. And it took me years to even get 1,000, but I found what I'm supposed to do. I found what is me. Like, I'm not putting on the front for anything at all. Like, yes, of course I preach about God, and but I go through my own things. I'm posting out things that I would love to hear for myself, and sometimes I pray to God before I do those things. Before I talk about, you know, subjects like that. Like, you see the shorts that I post on this channel and the videos. I pray to God that it becomes impactful, and a lot of people see it and they get something from these videos. So it's a partnership with me and God. It's not just God. This channel is not just me. I cannot do this on my own, obviously, because when I first did my vlogs, they weren't getting much views, but I was still posting because, you know, I was still kind of learning too. I was learning along the way, editing, placing the camera in certain places. But like I said, what was I saying? Hey, I have a problem with that too, just forgetting what I say. It's gotten better. It's just me just getting so into it and then I forget. But what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying, man. Dang. Why did I blank out? Oh, but like I said, it's a partnership with me and God with this channel, and I finally hit 1,000 after years and years of hard work. And eventually I found what I needed to do. My heart one time just told me to speak about God on a live stream. And I made that into a short, made, you know, to a reel. And it got pretty big, you know, over a couple times of doing that. But I love the feeling of what I did, because it just came out naturally. Like, I was on my journey to God, and I wasn't the most faithful person when I first made my God driven message video into a reel. I wasn't the most faithful to Jesus, but it just came out because I didn't even know who Jesus really was. I kind of did. I didn't know what he expected from me, and I'm being honest. And this is the beginning. I'm kind of like stepping my toes in, and I was like, boom! It just kind of hit me. I was just like, whoa, okay, this is from a place that I'm not familiar with, but I said it, and something just told me to make it into a little short clip and post it, and I did it, and here we are now. That's what started everything. I mean, God will reveal stuff to you, put it into your heart, and you just have to act on it. I could have just said, no, I don't want to do that. It would have been easy. I had that feeling too. I was like, I don't have to do that. But I did it. I was like, what's it going to hurt? And I was shy when I first became a Christian. Like, I was shy to even speak about Jesus because I was like, I didn't want people to look at me in a different way. But the whole time, look where it got me now. It got me to 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome and amazing. And it's awesome that people follow me for me now, for my faith, for Jesus, for me speaking about Jesus. And I love doing it. I love being in His Word. I love praying. I love worshiping. Like, this is what I do. Like, I like to be revolved around Jesus, believers, almost all the time, or all the time. I would love to be around that environment all the time. But like I said, you had to keep pushing, and be in partnership with God, and pray and just sit in His presence. He will reveal stuff to you. Maybe not at the moment, maybe He will, but sometimes it's just over time. You keep doing some things, and it's just like, okay, what if I try this? And it's like your heart is thinking of it, and you're like, okay, but now it's up to you to act on it. So, I mean, yeah, that's all I want to say. I just want to get on here and motivate you guys, hopefully, and just spill something onto you guys. Maybe you get something from this. Maybe you get your breakthrough. But of course, I've had doubts recently, but I know that doing what I do now, YouTube and all that, it is not the easy road. It is the long road, and you have to put the work in 100%, because if you don't, you won't see nothing. And I've been putting the work in. I've been behind the scenes. I've been scheduling videos and all that behind the scenes, and this is pretty crazy how far I've gone scheduling all those stuff. I got videos scheduled up until like next week. That's how crazy it is, and I'm not even done yet. I got some other videos to edit to even schedule for the following week. It's crazy because you had to put the work in. Set a day for content creation, whatever it is, music. Set a day and just do it and be in partnership with Jesus. So yeah, but yeah, that's it for this video. I want to do more of these videos just to kind of connect with people more out there. I mean, because I know I'm not the only person going through these things. What career should I choose? I'm 23. I mean, I wish I had these thoughts earlier, but then this is where everything led to. I feel like this is the right timing, and I just had to act on it. I legit think this is God's timing, because if I did it a year ago, I don't know what could have happened. Like, I didn't have the things that I have now. It just doesn't make sense. If I did it last year, it wouldn't even happen. I probably would have fell. It probably would have fell off. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys like. Make sure you guys subscribe, and comment down below what things you want me to talk about. I'm gonna start posting more videos like this as well, just because I want to connect with you guys. Maybe you guys get some motivation. I'm all about motivating people, so there you go. But yeah, there you go. I'm not gonna say no more because it's gonna be like an hour video. But thank you guys for watching. I'm out. Peace.